first time in Hamburg, and so far it looks quite beautiful, honestly.
Yeah. What do you think about the venue?
I haven't seen enough of the venue yet, I think. It's going to definitely look different when it's full, but so far it looks quite nice.
How was your travel from South America?
My travel from South America was pretty painful, honestly. I arrived yesterday, and my flight was, I think, 18 hours total, but probably around 22, 23 hours of like traveling and getting to the airport and so on. So it was a pretty long flight.
How did you get into AoE?
Well, I got into AoE as a kid, and I picked it back up in 2013, I think. I started playing online with some friends, and I kind of just stuck around. And I made a comeback to the game in 2023. I started playing, like trying to get good, and ever since then I've been kind of working my way up. And favorite memories, I don't really have many, honestly. I guess my favorite memory is playing on stage at Red Bull in Spain last year, in front of a crowd, and just like having people cheering for you and so on. And I also had a good result in the tournament, so it was just a really good overall experience.
So the patch notes just dropped. What do you think about it?
The new patch looks promising. So many changes. I think it's gonna make the game feel very fresh. I definitely like the infantry buffs. It's gonna be interesting to see how much that changes. But yeah, in general, I think the rework of saves, Chinese apparently being expanded to more saves and so on. I think I personally don't have like a preference towards any save really, but the fact that they're adding more saves will definitely make the game feel more enjoyable, as long as there are no bugs.
What is your most wanted feature?
So I think the biggest thing that AoE is lacking currently is a better lobby system and just basically quality of life features that make the game feel more modern when it comes to like even just before the game even starts. Before you get into a proper game, the lobby system and everything, I feel like that could really use, I don't know if a full rework, but I think it could be optimized a lot more.
How can the devs, the tournament organizers, and maybe the community attract more players and like keep them?
Honestly, I think it might be. I think one of the reasons people could be walking away after going into the game is that it doesn't. As I said, the lobby system is just something you get experience right away, and if it's not a good experience, at least not up to par with other games, you might feel like you're playing a game that is not as good, right? And that's before you even get to the gameplay. So I think that's something critical.
What do you think about like RTS in general?
Yeah, so RTSs have definitely fallen a little bit in popularity as years went on. We have seen AoE increasing in popularity though, but something like a game like StarCraft, for example, that is so symbolic as an RTS has been slowing down a lot. I think it's definitely, they are hard games to get into. And I don't know, I think it's just faster paced games, easier to learn, visually easier to comprehend, are also just speaking in popularity. And I don't know if that's going to be the trend going forward, but at least right now it is.
How many civs can you play at your highest level?
I would say I'm a player that focuses most on cavalry civs. So it's not that I cannot play an archer civ at the highest level, but I would definitely feel more comfortable on a cavalry civ. So I'm not sure how many civs that would be, but probably like about half or maybe a bit more. Probably I think there's like 45 civs. I think I can probably play like 30, 32 or something to a like really high level.
Do you have favorite civs?
No, I guess there's civs like Persians, for example, that are really strong currently. I don't have, I don't favor them because there's something I enjoy particularly about them. I just like them because they're strong, So if they get nerfed, I'm forgetting about them.
Do you have a favorite unit?
I think the classic unit that most people enjoy, and I do as well, is the Mangodai. It's just a really fun mobile unit, really strong. So.
Do you have an ultimate 2v2 partner?
Historically, I have Team Leary as 2v2s, in 2v2s. I'm not sure what's going to happen now that we're in different teams. But yeah, I think between Leary and Hera, they've always been my 2v2 partners. So yeah, either of them.
You play a lot against them. Do you feel more comfortable facing them or other players?
Well, facing Hera is always rough. Like, he's the best player in the world, so I don't think anybody feels comfortable facing him currently. Nobody has good odds against him. I always prefer not to, obviously, just because then I can practice with them more and I can share more stuff with them. But no, man, I think it's always a fun experience. Against Hera, you're kind of there's a lot to gain when you play against them, and not much to lose because you're pretty much everybody's expected to lose at this point for now. So there's much to gain there. And against Leary, I do enjoy playing against them if that comes up.
So what do you expect from this tournament?
I think I could have done more to prepare for the tournament. So it would be unfair to myself if I had super high expectations. But I'm always aiming higher than the last tournament I played, and the last tournament STR I played, or last LAN tournament, I placed sixth. So I'm hoping for at least third, fourth this time around.
What do you think about the seeding?
Well, I think in the end it didn't change much. So I don't really mind it. I think it kind of makes sense. The invited players or invited, they qualify through events, getting seed 1 and 2, and then CCM third, and then Leader fourth. So I don't really mind it too much. Yeah, I'm fine with it.
How do you prepare for double elimination versus, say, single elimination, if there's any difference?
The preparation is the same usually, but you will have to look at the brackets closer to see who you're gonna face potentially. Because you obviously don't want to practice with somebody you might face. For example, I think I was before the event announced the brackets. I practiced a little bit with ACCM, but then we realized we might be facing each other, so we probably shouldn't practice anymore. Wouldn't make sense. So yeah, I think mostly that.
How do you go into best of 5 series versus say a best of 7 or a 9?
Personally, I feel a lot more calm during a best of 7 or best of 9 because they're longer sets. So I think you're a lot more likely to be able to play to the level you expect. But in a best of 5 or best of 3 even, it's way easier to underperform because you had one bad game or 2 bad games also happens. So there's a lot more risk in a shorter set. So I personally prefer longer set because they give you, if you lose in a best of 7, you were simply the worst player, no way around it, right? So I prefer that.
Do you have an opponent you're looking forward to playing against?
I think I'm just forward to playing against the worst player, so we can make it one step further, and then one step further, one step at a time, and that way eventually climb my way up.
Can you talk me through the differences of a LAN tournament versus online?
I personally don't really feel too much pressure so far when I'm playing in a LAN tournament. I think it's a lot more exciting though when there's a crowd and such. There's a lot more feeling in it, right? I feel like it's a lot more rewarding to win. So even though, yeah, there's probably more pressure on you because there's more people looking at you and such, it feels like you can get a lot more out of a win than if you're just playing an online tournament. But yeah, I guess playing in your house at home is definitely a lot more comfortable as well. Like when you're playing on a LAN tournament, you have to get used really quick to the setup, and it's pretty much just go time from the beginning.
Do you have anything to say to maybe the community?
Well, I've always been thankful for the people that follow me. They're kind of what made, they are who made possible that I can, come back to the game and try to be good at the game again. And hopefully I'm achieving that. I'm slowly climbing my way up. And yeah, so thanks to all of them, the people who follow me on stream or who just support me in tournaments.
Hi everyone, this is Gideon from Being Esports. We hope you enjoyed the Garrison and all of the content around it. If you want to help us in creating more of these amazing experiences for the AOE community, please make sure to check out the video description where you can find links to our amazing merch, our event mouse pads, and our crowdfunding. Thank you so much. Have an awesome day.